Alright, let's keep going. I have a game to finish, and I'm going to see this through. After a seemingly endless trail of unforgiving mountain paths, we stand before a large gate. The gate is constructed of red columns, but mysteriously there is no door. That's called a torii. It's not a gate exactly. It's more like a structure related to the religion people follow in the Fire Nation. Which must mean we're here. This is actually the Fire Nation? Correct, this is Faya, the Fire Nation. I'm just glad we made it in one piece. You got that right. Thanks for leading the way. We owe you one. I follow the princess's example and thank Irie too. No need to thank me. I was just doing my job is all. Hey, are you blushing? No. Irie hides her face, but I can see that her ears are blushing red. The princess looks at me and smiles. Besides, it's too early to celebrate just yet. We don't even know if they're going to let us in. I know I already asked this, but how come? We're supposed to be allies, aren't we? Looks like there's a guard up ahead. Let's go ask. Following Irie's suggestion, I approach the torii gate where Brutulian is standing guard. That guy has horns growing out of his head. They are a race known as ogres. I'll do the talking. Greetings, I assume you're the guardsman for the Fire Nation? And you are? I belong to Lord False's army. I bring a personal letter from our commander. Would it be possible for us to meet with a leader of your fine nation? A fellow enemy of Ulsa's forces, eh? You traveled here from some other world too, I take it. That's right. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to enter. We're on high alert against Ulsa's forces. I can't just go letting in any outsiders who show up here. Huh? But we're fighting against Ulsa too. Surely that's got to be worth something. We came from the same world as Ulsa, remember? As far as people of Sagres are concerned, we're nothing but intruders who have brought them strife. What? What she said. Look, I'll take the letter you've brought, but I can't let you enter. But it doesn't make any sense. Dry Crunch, please, do something. We've came all this way. I attempt to convince the guard to change his mind, but he doesn't so much as waver. I hate to turn away such wary travelers, but our people don't feel safe, you see. Try to understand. I'm sorry, I really am. Upon hearing the guard's apology, even the princess looks ready to give up, but then we hear a howl from behind us. Ulsa's forces, they just don't know when to quit. Ambush, hey Dry Crunch. This could be our chance. If we strike them down here, maybe they'll prove that the Fire Nation were on their side after all. Not sure they'll change their minds so easily, but either way, we can't let Ulsa's forces through without a fight. Dry Crunch, get ready to prepare your arms. Alright, let's do that. Stage 3. Way to go, Dry Crunch. I'm sorry I couldn't help out more. An impressive feat, beating Ulsa's forces so handily while we struggle even to hold our ground. You see now, I told you we were on your side. Yes, but still. Still not good enough for you? Just as the princess lets out a sigh of despair, a beam of light appears in the sky. What's that? Fireworks. They're normally launched to celebrate New Year or during festivals. No. It's a signal, like a beacon. You may enter. Our adjutant shall meet with you. Thank goodness. Looks like all our troubles weren't for nothing. Upon entering the Fire Nation, the princess and I are enamored by the sights of the town. Several of the houses are adorned with chimneys, smoke billowing from them, and I hear the clang of metal as I stroll. Faya is particularly advanced in the art of blacksmithing. There's a unique aesthetic sensibility to their architecture, too. Look how elegant their buildings are. This culture is so different from ours in Granvia, but this is no time to be thinking about such things. We must meet with the enemy. You're right. We mustn't keep them waiting. The adjutant welcomes us in front of the building where Suzaku, leader of the Fire Nation, resides. Usually Suzaku would greet us himself, but it appears he is wary from the recent skirmishes against Ulsa's forces, and he needs his rest. What with the ambush coming as a complete surprise, it would appear our support was appreciated. Our letter was accepted with thanks. With the letter delivered, our original task is now complete. However, we informed that monsters have been attacking frequently in areas close to Faya. The adjutant recommends that we delay our departure, but the princess and Irie do not agree. The monsters seem to be causing Faya trouble, so wouldn't it be better if we just took care of them ourselves? We certainly can't let Alsa's forces just have their way. Heeding the princess and Irie's warning words, we decide to head to the site of the monster attacks. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Are you guys human? Who are you? Name's Karm. I'm a Lancer. Rare to see humans in these parts. I just had to ask. Oh, is that so? I'm surprised they let you in. They're pretty strict about their entrance policy. I rescued an injured Fayan. They took me in for a little while after that. You're from the guild, yeah? Are you headed off to fight against Alsa's forces? Yup, we aren't just going to stand by and let them attack as they please. I see. Well, in that case, I think there's room in your party for one more. Karm stares at me intently as he awaits my reply. He definitely looks like he's on our side. What do you think, Princess? Why not? The more the merrier, I say. Much appreciated. Shall we get going then? All work and no play, ain't ya? I guess so. That's the first wave. Good job, everybody. With Karm's help, we successfully fight back against the monsters. Karm, you're amazing. You wield your lance with great proficiency. An impressive sight indeed. Huh, far from it. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. Sorry if this is too personal, but why is someone of your talent interested in fighting against Alsa's forces without being a member of the guild? The guild and I are ultimately after the same goal, but we differ in our ways for now. What does that mean? Of course, Alsa's forces must be defeated, but first, there is something I must do. My personal mission is to rescue King Val. King Val? Isn't King Val in the Resonator? So I have heard. Dry Crunch, when King Val was defeated, I myself rushed to Regavas. Karm launches into the story of his past. Before I met King Val, let's just say I did not know what it truly meant to live. I passed every day aimlessly living in only the strictest sense of the word. My family grew wary of seeing me in such a state. They told me to travel and see the world, to explore new lands and meet new people. On a journey to do that, I was attacked by some monsters. If it had been for none other than King Val himself, I would have surely have perished. When I explained that I was on a journey of self-discovery, King Val gave me a lance and introduced me to blacksmithing. What? King Val himself? That's right. He taught me that the secret to training as a lancer and blacksmithing are one and the same. They both start by looking within oneself. I did as he told me. I never even realized how lucky I was at the time to receive such wisdom direct from the king himself. There must have been something he saw in you. Well, I don't know about that, but he taught me with passion, that's for sure. He could be strict at times, but he was always full of love and camaraderie. If I close my eyes, I can still picture those days so clearly. It wasn't all lancing and blacksmithing, though. He taught me how to comport myself. Always to be calm and thoughtful. To keep a constant eye out for those who are just and true. If not for King Val, I wouldn't be the man I am today. I will never be able to repay my debt to him. In spite of everything he did for me, all he trained me to be, I couldn't save him. You mean you weren't in Regavas when he was attacked? That's right, Your Highness. When I finished my Lancer training, King Val told me to resume my journey so that I could see how much I have grown. Hoping finally to find meaning in life, I followed his advice and embarked on my journey afresh. I see. How did you come to hear about the incident in Regavas? I heard rumors from a traveler in a distant land while on my travels. Quite some time had already passed. I rushed there as quickly as I could, but to no avail. Perhaps I'm just flattering myself, but I keep thinking how, had I been there, then maybe King Val wouldn't have fallen into the predicament he is in now. I'm sorry. There was nothing more that Dry Crunch could do. I know, Drycrunch. I harbor no ill will against you. After all, King Val's the one who wanted to use the resonator in the first place, right? I know that much, at least. I certainly don't mean to speak ill of you or anyone else. It's myself I can't forgive. The fact that I was so powerless to repay my debt to him. Although still in the middle of his story, Karm pauses and shifts his gaze into the distance. Looks like another wave of monsters is on its way. Excuse me. I'll continue my story once we defeated them. You got this, Drycrunch. I guess so, and I'll continue in the next video. See you guys in the next part. Peace to Crispy. Bye, guys.